Alliance War Season 52 is here, and 4 Loki is back, fresh off a top 10 finish. But this time, the battlefield is different. With all new tactics and strategies, alliances will have to adapt or fall. Who will rise to the challenge, and who will be left behind? The fight for supremacy begins now. Hey everyone, welcome back to another Alliance War video. We're in war number 8 of Season 52, and 4 Loki is going up against PBT. We're coming off back-to-back wins, so momentum is definitely on our side. For this war, I brought in a team of Titania, Ironheart, and Magneto House of X. And if you're an Ironheart fan, you're in for a treat. There are plenty of fights featuring her in this one. Let's jump in and see if we can keep the win streak alive. And the first fight up is going to be this Kindred. I'm going to be using Titania in here, and really my plan is just to kind of ignore the node. You can see I'm fairly well boosted up. I am going to throw off an invuln boost just in case something happens. It's primarily for this fight and for the next one. But the plan here is pretty much the same plan I have in all Titania fights. It's going to be, kind of rush to a special 3, throw a special 3, heavy in the corner, win. You will notice here that I do have the recoil masteries on. I'm only using Titania for this one fight, so my plan was just to leave them on for this fight, take them off before the next one, and just kind of run through the path. Figured with the recoils on, going up against, just a 6-star Kindred, it wasn't going to be a big issue, and it really turns out that it doesn't. It does cost me a little bit of health, but for the most part, it's not too bad. And you can see here, things are going fairly well. I do push him to let him get to 50 charges, so I am taking the degen damage, but I'm going to have the invuln here from the special 3, so I'm not going to tick down at all. Now we just kind of have to wait out the root phase. He's at 1%. There we go, one hit and a block. Finished it really, really quick. Probably quicker than I could explain the fight and what was going on. All right, and the next fight up is going to be this Dani Moonstar. I'm going to be using Ironheart. And now, as this season has been, this is just typical of it. I said I was running recoils just for that Kindred fight, and I was going to change, right? Well, I come in here, I'm thinking, okay, I needed to do something. Oh, let me throw on the pre-fight and change it to Rupture. Well, there was no reason to do that. What I was thinking I was supposed to do was turn off the recoil masteries. Okay, so we've got recoils on. I realized it as soon as I entered the fight. And now I'm like, it's not a big deal. I can get to a special 2 and we can finish the fight. I've got, the invuln still on. It is what it is. Not a big deal. We'll just dex everything. We'll be fine. It's not going to hurt too much. And then about here at the 30-second mark, I'm like, I'm about 75% health. It's probably not great. Let's throw a special. There we go. Decent there. Hey, let's take a special on the block. Hey, we're down to, under 60%. Still not a big deal. We're going to finish it off here with a special 2. The only big deal in this is I've got to use Ironheart a lot, and that's a lot of health potions. And we're going to continue on Path 4 in Section 2. Now, if you remember a couple war videos ago, I told you to watch the Havok fight. So here it is again. Same plan going in here. You're going to see, I just check the node, just make sure everything's right. I make sure that I'm in Rupture. I'm going to go ahead and throw on my advanced power boost, so I start with 1 bar power so I can cycle special 2s and get out of the fight quick. Okay, so we're coming in here. We kind of do everything pre-fight exactly the way it should be. So here we go. We get a nice parry to start off. We get our medium, light, medium. We get a few ruptures on there. Now we're going to have our 4. We just need 1 more to turn off the global. There we are. Now we get our first special 2. Things at this point, perfect. Great. So now what we want to do is we want to push him up to a special 2. Perfect. He's going to throw his special 2. And he's also going to be unblockable the rest of the fight, which I don't like, but I'm okay with. So, he throws a nice heavy there for me. I can get a 5-hit combo. And, we're going to bait out a special 1 here. Okay. Now I want to pause right here. We're at roughly 40 seconds in. I'm a full yellow bar. He's at 31% health. Everything is perfect, right? Perfectly in control of this fight. No issues, no problems whatsoever. Feel like I should be able to, at least get out of this fight. If not clean, pretty darn close. Well, then I miss an intercept. And then I take a special 1 in the block. And then you'll notice my armor is now gone. And then you notice his plasma charges are going crazy. So I tried a special 2 just to get out of it before I blow up, and I blow myself up. So yeah, in a matter of, what was that, 10 seconds, it went from perfect to dead. So yeah, that's the season in a nutshell. So, you know what we do? We do what we've done all season long. We come right back in here, we drop on a revive, and we drop in a bunch of heals. So you'll kind of see this just to kind of see some of the pain that it is to kind of heal up and to do all this. You know, you can see here 1, 2, 3 of those, and why don't we just go and grab a smaller one, and there we go. Let's get up to max health, and there's 4 of them. So, you know, not the worst amount of heals, but you know, you multiply that by all the issues I've had this season, and it starts really adding up. So we're going to come back in here now for the cleanup. And really, 21% health. It's just going to be just like we started the other one. You know, medium, light, medium, medium, light, medium. He's now got his block on there for the global with the heal block and all that. We throw a special. We get out of the fight. But unfortunately, yet another death on the season. And we're still not done here in this war. We still have 3 more fights to go. Next one up is going to be this Dust. You know, I've taken this fight before. It's tricky, not the worst thing. You know, here you can see I started like I normally do. I go for the parry, and what I found is at the beginning of the fight, she's very likely to throw a heavy, so I can kind of get in there real quick and get in a medium, light, medium. And, you know, right now, we're in pretty good shape. There I messed up. Okay, you notice I hit into her block one time. I got the Sandstorm on me with the fatigue from the node. I have now put her unblockable for the rest of the fight. Not where I want to be. So there we get a little cheeky, you know, little backdraft intercept into a special 2. Now we just need to bait out another special 1, and we get hit by it. Not the worst thing in the world. Didn't do too much damage. She's in sand mode. She does, you know, help us out there a little bit and just stand there and throw a heavy. But you know what? Then we take another special 1 because apparently we've forgotten how to dex. And now, you know, we're able to get into a medium, light, medium, into our, you know, to a special 2. Now we need to bait her special 2. It's going to be unblockable. I somehow dexed it. That is a miracle of miracles right there, and I'm so happy that happened. And you know what? I'm just going to throw this special 1 into her block to finish her off. Should never have happened. Should never have hit into her block. Should never have gotten her unblockable, but we managed to squeak out of it. All right, so we heal up yet again, and now we've got this Negasonic Teenage Warhead on node 42. I haven't taken node 42 very often, and on this node, it's got Make a Stand, One Eye Open, and then the Power Efficiency node. So really, I practiced, you know, doing a heavy counter on her heavy quite a bit before I took this fight. So, you know, the plan here is to just heavy counter her heavy and then fight it just like every other fight against a global defender, which is try and stack up my incinerates to turn off the global and kind of take her from there. So there we go. We get a nice little heavy counter on her heavy. You know, we're at, you know, a bar and a half of power. We're in good shape here. And there, you know, we just kind of go for the medium, light, medium. We're going to bait out a special 1, medium, light, medium into special 2. You know, with the power backs and all that, we get back up over a special 2. So now what I want to do is heavy counter her heavy again. And I'm feeling like, you know, let's just bait the special 1. One more special 2 should finish it. Well, you know what? Let's not bait out the special 1. Let's just finish it. There we go. So very, very quick, very, very pleased, all things considered, with how that fight went. Could have gone south when I pushed there, but, you know, we got out of it and in good shape. And last fight up is going to be this Bishop. Now, note to self, remember to turn on Rupture, get out of Incinerate. You'll see I place the pre-fight and then immediately place the Rupture. You know, I forgot the previous time I took this, went in and Incinerate and melted myself. So here, we're just going to throw on a little bit of a heal. We're going to heal up and we're going to go into this fight. So plan in this fight, just like normal, is to, you know, if we have to push him to a special 3. Not a problem. That's kind of the plan. That's how we've done it every other time. Don't have to worry about, you know, baiting specials. Don't have to worry about if we push him too far in power. And coming up here, right about now, I realized I made another boo-boo. I had a power start 1 on. When I looked at it, for some reason, I thought I had my invuln on. So now I've got to worry about his specials. Oh boy, I can't push him red. I can't play ultra aggressive. I've got to sit back and I've got to bait specials. So, fortunately for me, in a way, in this fight, he was really special 1 happy. He wanted to throw those special 1s, and he did not want to stop throwing those special 1s. So, it was a good thing and a bad thing at the same time, because you're going to notice I'm taking a fair amount of chip damage. I'm not worried about the incinerates. I'm not worried too much about anything in this other than getting through it with at least 1% health. Not pushing him red. There, we kind of get messed up by the global. You'll notice I only had 4 debuffs on, not 5. So I kind of missed there a little bit and took a couple hits. Still not terribly concerned. I knew all I needed was probably 1 more special 2, which didn't finish him off. So I probably should have been a little bit more worried. Here, I'm trying to bait out the special, throws the special. Now I figure, okay, a couple hits into a striker, and we can finish it off and not die. And there we go. So we get through that fight. Just really, this whole season has just been a bunch of simple, little, small mistakes. And that's it for War number 8. Despite another death on my end, 4Loki pulled through with the win, improving our season record to 5-3. Definitely not my cleanest run, but I'll take the results. I am now sitting at 39 kills and a whopping 6 deaths for the season. Side note, stay tuned though, there's a lot more to come. Not exactly where I want to be, but I'm trying my best. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and feel free to leave me a comment down below. We'll see you in the next one, and take care all.